So whenever a child enters school class, he has labeled bag, bottle. So what does he find? What does he find? His name and what else?
Which class it belongs to and section.
Okay. And if he looks at his ID card, what does he find there?
His
Name,
photo,
age,
personal
address,
address,
school name.
phone numbers.
School name, address, and maybe father's name and mother's name. So if you think from a child's perspective and you look at these words, will you not question why only the first letter is capital, right? If you are a small child who knows, who has letter recognition, will wonder that why S is capital in Santa, right? So it's very important to start with this because we can clear this doubt that all the words which are special starts with the capital letter. Okay? Any word which has a special name, which is not general but a special name, always starts with a capital. And then we have this worksheet in Jolly Grammar Pupil Book. And now in Jolly Grammar, we have actions and colors. So color for naming word is black. And we have this action, index finger and middle finger for proper nouns. Okay. So the child here draws his face, his teacher's face and write name. And he knows that he has to start with capital, every word. Then we can do postcard activity. I have done this activity in class 1 where we had exchanged their ID card so that they can write address of their friends on the postcard given to them, and the postcards were literally sent to their homes and they were very happy to point the letters, exchange letters. And we did this activity where we asked them to underline all the special words where there's a capital. So every word starts with a capital. Then we have common nouns. Now, whenever what we have learned till now, what is a naming word or what's a common noun? Name of person, place, animal, thing. Now, here we make it a little more interesting. How? By taking a paper camera. We give paper cameras to children. They assume that they are taking pictures and then they draw. They draw fan, they draw pencil, they draw eraser. So we tell them if you can draw, if you take a picture, you draw, that's a common name, that's a general name, and that will never start with a capital. Now, if that particular thing is given a name, then it is special. Okay, so common noun, we have this action. The child draws 3 pictures and does this worksheet. Now, an ant, a sock, an egg, a cup, an apple, an octopus, an igloo, a snail, an umbrella. So whenever you hear a, e, or, the vowel sound, before a vowel sound, we use an. So we can also have activities where we can show them quickly something and tell them. So you can ask in your online class children to get some objects and show it to your friends, and they have to quickly say whether it will be a pen or an pen. So they can pick up anything, or you can ask them to bring something which starts with a vowel sound. So they will bring orange or they might bring apple. So you can have this game in your online class. Plurals, one and many. So you can ask them to show one pencil and then you ask them to show many pencils. You ask them to show any one thing and then you ask them to show many. So when it is one, we don't use S, and when it is more than one, we use S. Pronouns, we did a beautiful story that day, that if we have to tell a story without pronouns, it becomes very difficult. I can't keep saying Shweta, 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 Mansi, 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 or anyone's name. I have to use I, you, we, he, she, it, they in a story. So pronouns are very, very important. And we have done that. Pink is a color for pronouns. I, you, we, semicircle, he pointing towards a boy, she pointing towards a girl, it pointing towards floor, and they pointing towards many people. So these are personal pronouns, and we only do personal pronouns in grade 1. You can also have a clock activity where you write in the place of the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. You can write these personal pronouns. You can keep a pointer. When the child moves that pointer, wherever it gets stuck, and he has to make a sentence. You can even play a football game. On the football, you write all these names, pronouns, and they have to throw whichever word the boy catches in front of me. If I hold the football and the word which is in front of me, I have to make the sentence and I have to pass that ball to somebody else. So this can be a game to play pronouns. Even you can have a role play where you have, for example, king and queen. So he and she. So with the help of role plays, you can have pronouns. First, only one person is coming, so I, and then many are coming and they say we. They're talking to someone. So role play can also help them to understand singular and plural, especially. There's a boy, he, there's a girl, she, and when there are more people, we say they. So that role play can be done. Okay. Even when you do nouns in not here but in your Indian books, you will find gender also. So for gender also, you can have a king and queen. Okay, so they can do a ramp walk where all the boys are playing the characters of male and females can play the characters. They can have the costume genders, right? Tiger and tigress, like that. So that can be done as a ramp walk. Then we had done verbs, anything which you can do and which you cannot do. If you can do, then also it's an action word, and if you cannot do, that is also an action word. So if we can drive, can you drive? Can you? So this can be a game where you pass the ball and you have to ask one question to your friend. Can you jump? Yes, I can. He passes the ball to somebody else. Can you swim? Yes, I can. No, I cannot. No, I can. So they will keep passing the ball and asking the questions, can you, to know each other in a better way. Okay. Then we do have Simon Says. So they will do that action. What Simon says jump. So they will jump. Or if Simon is jumping, they will say Simon is jumping. So that day in the previous class, we have discussed these rules, and there can be many other games for verbs. Even you can sing many rhymes where they can be taught verbs. Okay, you can take any particular rhyme and you can keep changing the verbs. Can you give me any example? You all are teachers. Any rhyme where you can fit in different verbs?
When you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Yes,
When you're happy, snap your fingers, tap your feet.
yes, like that. So you can sing. So see, the best way is to use ChatGPT. You give ChatGPT any instruction, it will create a song or rhyme for you. You can ask ChatGPT to change the lyrics as per your requirement. It will change, and then you can reuse the same rhyme with whatever content you want to deliver to the child. Same way, you can ask ChatGPT to give you a story. It will give you a story where you can have a role play, and the content can be delivered through songs and stories. I hope you all are using ChatGPT. So this is the worksheet. So what is the color? Red is the color, and this is the action as if you are walking. So yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Okay, so you are walking, that is your verb. And yesterday, back, today, down, and tomorrow in the front. Then you have adjectives. So we can do show and tell activity. They can bring their favorite toys and they can describe their toys by using one word. So they have to use describing word. If I am having this marker and I have to give describing words, so I can say cylindrical, smooth, useful,
Colors.
light, then
Blue, white.
blue and white, okay, closed and handy, okay. So there can be many adjectives. So you have to you can make them play a game where which team gives more words will win. Okay. So they can bring their soft toy, their favorite toy from home, and they can do this show and tell activity. They can give compliments to each other. Okay, and we can have alliteration also here. Alliteration is when you have the first sound same, like Mansi. So if I have to describe Mansi, I have to say a word with sound. Okay. So can you keep your nicknames? Like I can say Shy Shweta. So can you give a word for yourself? Describing yourself with the same sound?
Smiling Mansi.
Sorry?
Smiling Mansi.
No, 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 no. M. It should be M.
Joyful Jiva.
Yes, like that.
Okay. Magnetic Mansi.
Yes. Okay. So that can be a game. You can, we did one activity where we asked all the students to stand in a circle and they were having a paper stuck at their back. So they don't know what my like I don't know what my friends are writing at my back. They were describing me. So when, that was a surprise which I took away as a takeaway to home. So when I read that paper, I'm happy to read the words my classmates are giving to me. So that also is very interesting for children to find out what their friends are writing for them. Okay. To get compliments. So this is the worksheet where they have to draw the snake and describe it, color it as they are being described here. And then what is color of adjective is blue and you have to touch your fist with your temple like this. So that is your action for adjectives. And then we have adverbs, fist on fist, which is orange in color. And what I am doing, I am walking. Now what we can do, we can ask 3 students to walk in different speeds. So slowly, fast, very fast. Any action one is doing, the other will do it in a different way. So that is how the action is done as an adverb. Whatever you are doing, how you are doing. If you're eating, how. If you're playing, how. If you're smiling, how. If you're crying, how. Or you can do vice versa. You can tell everybody to cry loudly, though they all will cry loudly. And then you suddenly say slow. So you can also play this game by giving them signal that if I keep my hand here, it should be with slow speed, then higher, then higher, then higher, then higher. So they will be whispering and then they will be talking and then they'll shout and then, so this can be done for different actions like laugh. So they are just giggling, then they are laughing and then they are laughing very loud. So this will also give them a clear understanding about adverbs. Okay. Now, some rules of plural, all the hissing sounds sh, 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 has es. This is only to help them use dictionary. And these are speech marks. So like Shweta says, whatever Shweta says goes in 6699. Whatever anybody says goes in 6699. We call it 6699 so that they make a correct structure. So they do this role play where they become, one becomes bee, one becomes snake, and they do a role play. They talk to each other. So whatever the bee says, so one person will become bee and they will hang a chart or something where it will be written. So the bee said, for example, hi, how are you? So that will, hi, how are you will go in 6699. Whatever the snake will say will go in 6699. Whatever the bird will say will go in 6699. So this is how we are just teaching them that these are called speech marks. Right now, they are not at the stage where we can tell them that what is direct speech, what is indirect speech. We're just teaching them to use these 6699 inverted commas, because when they will read sentences, they'll ask, what is this? So they should be clear why this is, because somebody is saying something, whatever somebody says, we put it into 6699. This is for their understanding so that when they read stories, they should not get confused that what it is it a comma or what? So we tell them whenever somebody talks, what they say goes into 6699. And then word waves help them to develop their vocabulary. So we ask them, we encourage them to give the simple word. So they can have pass the parcel game. So if I have the ball, I will pass it and I'll say said. Now the second person has to give a similar word. Okay, so talk, Okay, then spoke. So this way they will build up their vocabulary. Then question mark. So we will play riddles here. Okay, that day we will have riddles. So everybody will ask riddles and the clues will be given. So the clues like, do you have fur? Yes. How many legs do you have? Do you have long ears? What do you eat? Okay, so when the answers are yes, for yes. So now the right option would be rabbit. Yes, because fur, 4 legs, and long ears, and carrots, oats, and grass. So the answer is, so with the help of riddles, we will introduce question mark. And this was the assessment sheet which I told you to do. So all of you tell me which all words are noun here.
Inky,
Inky,
Inky.
plants,
Whenever
sorry,
you
seeds,
are,
inky garden,
wait,
sunflowers,
word do the
earth,
action also.
vegetables,
Do the action
carrots.
also. Wait, Jiva. Do the action also. Is it a common proper noun or a common noun?
inky proper noun.
Proper noun.
Garden
Inky
is a
proper
common
noun.
noun.
Garden common noun.
Earth,
Brown is
Earth.
common noun.
Common.
Earth
is
proper noun.
proper noun.
Earth proper noun.
No, no.
Brown is
Bird,
common noun.
common noun.
Birds common noun.
Herbs,
Herbs is a common noun.
They wait
See,
eagerly.
if it
Grubs
is starting with a capital letter, then only it is a common proper
common
noun.
Proper
proper
noun.
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 Spring,
Pinky again a common proper noun.
So earth will be a proper
Summer,
noun, right?
spring,
Yes,
The
earth
noun
is
earth, E is not capital here. So
Okay.
it's not proper. Okay. Proper noun will always start with a capital.
Okay. Okay, sorry.
orange
carrots,
common. Carrots
lettuces,
common.
seeds.
beans,
Seeds is a common
Lettuce
noun.
common. Green common. Beans.
vegetables,
Orange common.
sunflowers,
Carrot,
Orange is common.
birds,
Vegetables
See,
common.
colors are adjectives. All the colors are always adjectives.
adjectives, birds,
beans,
All the colors are always adjectives. All the numbers are always adjectives because they tell
all
about
the
the
shapes,
quality of the names.
vegetables. Vegetables, common noun.
Okay, you all can send me this assignment. Some of you have
Yeah.
sent, some of you have not sent. So this is the assignment which you have to do. Okay, so let us quickly conclude day 1. So all of you do the action for proper noun, common noun, common noun. Yes. And what is the color for naming words? Color.
Huh?
Black.
Black.
Black,
Black
black.
is the color for naming words. Pronouns. Color is
pink,
Pink.
pink. What are the actions? I,
I.
I,
U.
you,
V.
You,
we,
I. U. V.
he, she,
she,
it,
we,
they.
yours.
what is the color for verbs?
red.
Red,
What is the
Red.
action?
Walking.
Walking. And then yesterday, today, and tomorrow. What is the action of adjectives?
Fist and face.
Describing words.
action.
What is the action? Describing
Huh?
words. Action is
Yeah,
this.
yeah, action, adjectives, adverbs.
Adjective
This
is
is
blue.
adjectives.
This is
Adjective is
adjectives.
blue. Describing words, blue. And this is adverb,
Orange.
Adverbs. Right.
Adverb.
Orange.
orange. Now, what do you think? You all have taught grammar in your classes. Now, when you will have black, pink, red, blue, and orange envelopes in your class, and you have taught these actions. Now tell me how you will have a class different from the other teacher who doesn't have these things. How your class will be different. Can anybody share? What do you
Ma'am,
think?
children's, I think children will be able to do it by doing themselves practically, and they are sorting by themselves. They're more clear in the picture than the other students know the theoretically who is studying. Practical, I think it works well.
Earlier, the grammar was usually the theory part of it. Kids learn it only. They don't use it actually. With pink, we have to put this, and black, we have to put the nouns. So that will what will actually, I think, will help.
Will it be very easy for you to have a quick revision every day in your class?
Yes,
Yes, of
Yes.
course.
it will be a
Yes,
quick.
ma'am.
Absolutely.
Will it include all the parts of speech rather than having a revision of only one topic, say for example, adjectives? Why
Yeah.
the children forget? Because what you are teaching, you're revising that topic. But through this, the children will be revising all the parts of speech every day. So it will not consume your time because it can be done in 5 minutes. Every day you come up with 10 chits and you ask them, where should I put them? And do the action. So just 10 chits every day. But 1 year, if you do this, they will have such a strong base. Even grade 5, grade 8, grade 9 children, they are not clear with these parts of speech. So this is how Jolly Grammar becomes very fun and at the same time is very, very helpful to build a strong base. And I have done this practically when I was a teacher and I was English teacher. So whenever I used to go to any class as even a substitute teacher, they used to wait for me because I had only flashcards with me. I used to take many flashcards with me where the words are written. Okay. And I used to make columns. If I am going to a class as a substitute and there we don't have those envelopes, then I used to divide or I used to divide the class into, groups. So then I used to ask which group will take this. So noun group, black group will take the card if it is a naming word. So it used to be fun every time. And then when you start doing this with children, you get more and more ideas that how you can modify it as per the need of the hour. Wherever you are, whatever you have, accordingly, if it is online, if it is offline, you are able to make the desired or required changes in your games, but then it's never boring. It's never a pen and paper work. It's always something kinesthetic where they have to use their senses, 5 senses, and that's how they learn in a better way. And they enjoy at the same time. That is the purpose of Jolly Grammar. Any doubt till here?
No, ma'am.
Great. So let's move
Ma'am,
to.
can you please explain 6699?
Yes, so that is only to tell them whenever you find these 6699, that means a person is saying something. Because when they read stories, in stories, they always find these, he said, the snake said, the bee said, and they will find these marks. So they will question you why we are using. So we have to tell them these are called speech marks. And why do we tell 66? Because it has a structure like 6.
Of 6, 6,
And the
9.
ending has a structure like 9.
9.
So 66 and 99 encloses your speech, whatever you are saying. So that's why we call them speech marks. Clear?
Yes, ma'am, I'm clear now.
Okay, so let's move to day 2. How many of you have watched day 2?
Day 2. With camera? No.
I have already shared all the PPTs and recordings so that you come with a little mindset and with a little prior knowledge. Okay. Anyways, so let's start with day 2. So these are the punctuation marks. So we can have a game in our class where we can make some sticks. We can have some sticks and we can stick these punctuation marks like ice cream stick we can use, and we can stick a paper where you have these. So even if it is an online class, so every child will have these ice cream sticks with different punctuations. So when I speak a sentence, they have to quickly show me the correct stick. So if it is a how are you, so they'll quickly show question mark. So this can be done online, this can be done offline as well. So like if you read out why are you late today, they have to quickly show you a question mark. I'm reading a book, so they have to quickly show.
Ma'am, I have made them. If you could see.
Wow, that's nice.
I've
Let
created
me
these.
just spotlight you, and can everyone see these? Let me stop sharing this. Yeah, can you please show
They
this?
see.
Great.
So these are the ones.
Okay,
Question
you
mark,
can,
full stop,
let's
exclamation.
play a game. Let's play a game. Okay, so Jiva, you ask a question. You give a sentence and then she will show the correct one. Okay.
Okay. How was your day?
It was fine.
Yes. Ma'am, continuously, shall I ask? Today is Friday. I'm excited to have to be in this class. Then, what's your name?
Yes, good. So this is how we can make them play. Anyone has made any other resource? Anyone has made any resource? Usha?
Ma'am, actually, I've made for day 1, ma'am.
No problem.
day-
Whatever you have, you can please show. Yeah. Yeah.
And this is what I made, like, how to add S. I mean, when it comes SH, the last one, we have to add ES when it is more.
But
So
for
plural
fish,
form of it. For bench, yeah, bench CH, we need to add ES, I mean, finally. And the frog, sorry, dress, it ends with S, so ES. And
But
this is
plural of fish is fish only.
fish. Yes.
plural. Okay, ma'am, sorry.
But
Then the box,
you will find somewhere fishes also. That's in different perspective.
fishes.
We are talking about the species, different species of fish.
Yeah,
So it's not incorrect also. Yeah.
okay. So
Anything
it's
else? Anything else
and
anyone has made?
box.
And I've made this also, ma'am. If you can see, this is a preposition which I have created.
Okay.
So where is the ball on the table? So
Uh,
we can change this under the table. We can put here and we can move this ball underneath. We can keep it here and we can tell the child to pick up the sentence.
Very nice.
This is also another one also I created for preposition. This is the same one. If you can see, I'll show you here. Wait. See. In between, under, this is behind, this is on, and this is above. Inside, can you see? Am I visible?
Yes. Okay, great. Anybody has made anything else? So let's move to the next slide. Now, what are possessive adjectives? All the personal pronouns which we have done can be changed into possessive adjectives. Whenever you find a belongingness, possession, okay? So I changes to my.
My.
It becomes your. He becomes his. She becomes her. It becomes its. They becomes their. Okay? They put on their coats. I put on my coat. He puts on his coat. We put on our coats. She puts on her coat. You singular is also your and plural is also your. Okay. So all the personal pronouns, they are changed into possessive adjectives. And they will always show belonging. Now, can
Belonging.
you think of any activity which you can do? How you can do any online or offline activity for your kids to teach possessive pronoun? What you can do is you can collect many things. Okay, if you're in an offline class, you can collect few things from your students. Okay, and then you can ask. The child has to pick up and say, if it is his own, so he will say my pen. Otherwise, he will say his pen or her pen, or if he gives it to somebody, your pen. Okay, so that will show belonging, you know. And here also we can see each other and we can say her uh, dress. Okay, any other idea to introduce this topic, possessive adjectives? You can have to make them understand that possessive pronouns, adjectives are coming from pronouns. You can even have folded chits, okay? And they have to pair I and my. They have to quickly unfold and pair. That game also can be done. How quickly you can solve. You have to open the chit and you have to pair I with my, you with your, he with his, so that they find that connection. Okay? Also, I'll show one resource which I have made. Now, I'm giving you 2 minutes and this is the worksheet. So can you find the possessive adjectives here? Do you have to underline possessive adjectives? I'm just coming. Okay, give me a minute. Till then you can discuss.
Her, your,
book,
Your,
this
your.
is my,
my,
we,
Where is
we,
my? My. Yeah.
My
my,
favorite.
E.
his,
we,
their will also be there, right?
Them.
His,
Their.
her,
There.
their.
yes, there,
He,
them,
his.
We will also be there.
we. One
Their.
more
Mine.
we is there. If we share
There is one more
our
we.
colored, yes, one more we is there.
And this is my favorite, so my also will be underlined.
Yes, my.
Is it done? That's it.
His
His,
pen.
One more my
Ben
is
fetched
there.
his
One more my
pencils.
is.
His pencils.
This is
His,
my favorite book. One more my is there.
this is my favorite. Ben fetched his pencils. So
His
his also.
pencils.
That will not be there, right?
No, that no.
That will not be there. Our, we share our, does it come? Our?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
Our
our.
will-
Our
our-
color.
What is the game which ma'am told just now? I, my, that is the chits which we have to create and give it to the kids.
Chits. They will
Chits, I
just,
think so you can do with
if you-
matching also, or find a friend, or if we just give the chits and just ask them to open, like if I is there, then we can just ask the like children,
find
I
my,
want
yeah?
a friend who's having my.
My.
Yeah.
They can come and they can, I guess we can do that.
Oh, friend game.
So that is much interesting also in children. I think so they'll love it.
And they allow them to sit together.
Yeah.
So you are the friend for this class.
Yeah. Or if like we can give multiple mice also, so they can form a chain also. Like
Right.
they can just loop themselves, like hand in hand, and they can just say that Or like I can say, like stand in the center, whereas my can go around. Like if 2, 3 chits are there with my, then who is forming that particular group, like at the earliest. So that
Oh,
can, those can
right.
be the winners. Like we can just add upon into, like one day one child, then 2, 3, 4. Depends on the strength of,
In
that's
these
just my
type of
idea.
classes, if we take it in the classroom, there's a lot of noise. How do you guys manage it? There's a lot of noise. Kids start getting very excited and they start cheering, they're laughing.
But how to bring new activities idea? Like we have
Yeah,
to
that
think
is what.
Whether the
that
That's
cost
is
of
more
That's
entry
what
and
it
challenging.
is
not
challenging, right? Being a
Yes,
teacher,
that
that's
is
a challenge. Where
yes, that
we
is
have
more
to,
challenging. Like about how to make them understand what activity to do with them to make that
We
thing
have
understand.
to keep on adding new things, I think, to the craft thing. I suppose the craft teacher
yes,
works
art and
amazing.
craft helps a lot basically
Art and
to
craft helps a
go
lot,
away with
right?
the activities. So that's the
Yeah.
reason preschoolers, like more of like they concentrate into art and craft things a lot.
Yes. And you should have video allowed in the school. Some schools where I go, they don't have videos. So I have to take all these chota items to
Props.
tell them how to do it. Yeah,
So a
so we are,
demonstration is required, definitely, because they are not understanding linguistic instructions that easily.
yes, yes,
So
yes, yes.
when you demonstrate it, I think so that helps the child to understand in a better way.
Absolutely. That's what I was telling. The grammar is actually becoming very theoretical, though it is scoring in the classes right now, but it is very grammatical. Kids are not learning it the way we are learning it right now. It's actually a new thing for me. Some things I also don't know. Possessive adjectives I didn't know. I just came to know about
No,
this.
that's very true. This is the learning phase, like what we have learned during our times into the schools and all. It was
Absolutely.
totally different. Like we never played games like with respect to any other subject apart from physical education.
Physical activity, sports period.
So wherein like these things all when it is incorporated into the classroom, they are enjoying, they are loving it also. And the another challenging is like what ma'am was telling, like online classes also. So they're like sometimes we don't have like more children into the class. So that
Right.
time we have to just ask them like what you show, and that is just two-way.
I know you have to engage them. You cannot be showing the props yourself. You have to engage them. Just say,
Yes,
ma'am is
very true.
telling, find something nearby and just show how will you create this? That's
So
what.
you all are taking JollyPhonics also. You all are teaching JollyPhonics also.
I am teaching JollyPhonics and I've completed my JollyPhonics course. So into grammar now.
Okay.
I have just started.
I am actually basically an abacus and Vedic maths teacher.
Okay.
So English, I've been into corporate, so everybody told me to go into English. You've got a good English. Why don't you just brush up yourself and get into this? Well, that's okay. Let's try. Though it's good with kids, but difficult to manage them in the disciplined way. They don't keep quiet.
Very, very, because it's quite
So I
limited,
was back.
limitations are there now. That's the
I'm
reason.
here since a long time. I was enjoying your conversations.
Only problem comes that when you start teaching them, they said they get so excited that they make a lot of noise, and it's difficult to control them. That is what.
You have to do a little homework where if you enter the class with some activities, engaging activities, it's very easy to settle them down. And especially if you just learn few rhymes.
Okay.
Entering the class, like teachers who are there in schools, I have seen them doing this 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. They have just generated these few self created lines where they can get the attention quickly and they can settle
Oh,
in the class. So we'll take those also. I'll give
okay.
you such wonderful lines where you can use them to settle your class. Okay.
Mhm.
Now we come to this is very simple. If you have already watched a recording, it's only continuous where we use is MR with ing.
ING.
So let's assume that we all are traveling in maybe in a train, and we are asking each other. Now, all the questions which you are going to ask to each other right now should be in present continuous. So let's start. Yeah. The more you ask, more points you get.
Okay.
Where are we going?
We are going to a resort.
What
Which
are we going to eat tonight?
We are going to eat a special dinner which has chapati, idli dosa, naan, paratha.
started
What
feeling
are,
hungry? Started feeling hungry already.
which game we are playing?
Uh, we will be playing a Tambola game today.
What are you doing now?
I am trying to study.
We are learning jolly grammar.
Use is MR. We all are.
We all are.
All
We
are.
are. We all are learning jolly grammar.
How is life going?
Life is going really hectic with 2 toddlers.
even bringing up the elder ones is also difficult.
Yes, I agree with that.
Okay, so
Ma'am, it is very
Are we going
difficult to
to
think.
I know.
go for a movie
Thinking.
tomorrow?
so are you all
Tomorrow,
enjoying?
no, tomorrow.
Are you all enjoying?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So
We
see,
are all enjoying.
this is how we can teach tenses by making use of sentences. You know, that's the best way. Teaching them rules will not work. Ask them to make more and more sentences and in the right perspective. Like we are talking about what is going on right now. What are you doing right now? Okay. What are you doing this year? What are you doing this month? What are you doing today? Okay. So we teach them I am, you are, we are, they are, he is, she is, it is. Okay. So that this is called subject verb conjugation. Okay. Subject verb conjugation. So I am, we are, I am, you are, we are, they are, he is, she is, it is. Okay. These are helping verbs. Now, why we call them irregular? Because here the spellings change. Okay. So ed is not there. When ed is there, that is regular. When ed is not there, then past tense will be called irregular. So they have to match this. And then we will have to make them learn these by giving them the list of words, which they will have to by heart only. And then this is dictionary again. Now this is a very interesting exercise to build up their vocabulary. The dash dog barked. Now we want them to learn more and more words and to enhance vocabulary. Adjectives play a very important role. So if you have to describe this dog, how many words you can use, how many describing words you can use to describe this dog?
Spotted.
The
Black dog barked.
Black spotty dog,
Black spotty dog.
big black spotty
black
dog.
Okay.
So
Angry
we will
dog.
keep adding more and more words. And then to expand the sentence, what else do you need? You need adverbs, prepositions. Okay. So the dog barked at the stranger. The big brown dog barked loudly at the stranger in the park. So we can have a chain game where one
Ferocious.
sentence, the dog barked. The second one will add one word. The third one will add one more word. So that way, that would be expanding the sentence. Now we cannot use conjunctions here. We cannot use and, but, because then it will become two clauses. We want the same sentence, one single, so we cannot add conjunctions. Okay, what are conjunctions and prepositions we'll be doing? So these are conjunctions, joining words. So they,
Joining words.
okay, I'm giving you again 1 minute to solve this worksheet, or if you quickly solve this, you have to discuss with each other.
Was late for school because I overslept.
Because I overslept.
We went to the
We
country.
went to the country.
Went to the country.
And
Had a
And
picnic.
and had a
And
picnic.
had a picnic.
Kim ran fast in the race.
Yes.
So
She
Band played.
she did not
But
win,
no,
She did
yeah,
not.
but she did not win.
but she did not win.
did not win. Okay.
The
Is there
horse
time
was
to play?
hungry.
Play.
No.
So
The horse was hungry.
time to play.
Is there time to play?
Conjunction.
As the band played?
So he ate some oat. The horse was
The horse was hungry, so he
The-
ate some
The
oats
horse was hungry,
quietly.
so he ate some oats.
So he ate some oats.
he listened. They listened quietly.
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 And
And the band
Then
played.
they listened quietly.
when
When
Is
no,
the
there
band
time
played.
to play because
While-
it is
Because the band played. They listened quietly because the band played, right?
Band played.
because the
While
band
listened
played. Yes.
quietly.
Because the band played.
Okay.
What's for is there time to play?
And the
Dash,
bland. And
is it
also it comes
late?
right.
Is it time to
There
play?
band
Or is it too late?
Or
is it too
yes,
late?
or is
Is
too
it
late.
too late, right? Or is it too
Or
late?
is it too
Time
late?
to play, or is it too late?
No, they listened quietly and the band played. Because the band played. It doesn't count, right?
Because the band played.
Okay, next is
No.
choose a conjunction to complete these sentences.
The
The
children
children
The children hid dash, dad counted to 50.
The children hid.
The children hid
because
when
dad counted 50.
And dad counted
While
50.
while dad
Yes,
dad
while
counted.
dad counted
yes,
50.
while
Have you forgiven me?
forgotten me?
Or you
Or you are still angry.
or
Are
are
you
you
Or are
still
you still
or
angry?
are you still angry? My
my
feet
feet were cold,
so
so
I
when I
put on my socks. So I put
So
on
I
my
put
socks.
my socks.
finished.
Great. Good. So any doubt?
Ma'am, action, how do you do that, ma'am?
Purple is the color and this is the
Purple
action.
action.
Joining hands.
Huh?
conjunctions,
Joining
connecting,
hands.
joining.
Okay.
Okay. You can even have a butterfly where you write one clause and another clause on another wing, and in the center part you can write the joining words. You can also have ice cream sticks and a bottle cap. You have made something? Wait. Let me just put
I
light.
did everything today.
Very
Nancy is really creative.
Nancy.
If I don't make, I forget. So I keep on making.
So everyone has to make. If you don't want to forget, please prepare your resources so that you remember. Also share this picture, Mansi, okay?
I'll do that.
Okay. Anyone else has made any resource? So the purpose of sending you the recordings prior is that you just have a look, and you can even take the hints like for preparing your resources, right? Even for this prefix and suffix, has anyone made anything?
No, ma'am, I didn't look at the video before.
Okay. No problem. Tomorrow is a holiday. So day 3, you can watch and prepare your resources and just get the idea, and in the class, when we will discuss, you will have more clarity, right? Now, prefix is any word which comes before the root word. Root word is a meaningful word, like happy. It's a root word. Now, before that, unhappy, so un is prefix. and suffix comes after the root.
After.
So we can have a fish cut it into 3 parts. So the center part will be your root word, the mouth will be your prefix, and the tail would be the suffix. So if you have 10 such fish, prefix, root word, suffix, and then if you cut them into 3 parts and then you scatter all the parts on the floor and you ask the children to collect them together to build a fish. Now what will happen? Mix and match may happen. Some prefix going to some other root word, some suffix coming to some other. So there will be more possibilities of words. So this is one resource which you all have to make. Okay. Now preposition already Mansi has shown. So green is the color and this is the action pointing. Okay. Why we are doing this action? Because prepositions connect the subject to the object. When I say the cat is sitting under the chair, so we are connecting cat and the chair. So prepositions are only there if you have the object. If there is no object, then it is not preposition, but it is an adverb of place. For example, if I say the cat is sitting downstairs, then it is not a preposition because after downstairs, there's no object. The cat is sitting besides the table, then you have subject and object. So besides will be the preposition. So preposition connects noun to another noun. Subject is also noun, object is also noun. And that is why we have this. Okay, this is something which even if you ask to grade 9 and 10 students, they also don't know. What is the difference between preposition and adverb of place? Okay, so this will bring clarity. Having an object means it's a preposition, and if there's no object, that means it's an adverb of place. This is the worksheet. So this sheet I have already shared. If anyone has joined today and doesn't have these PPTs and the recordings, just message me. I will share. Now, this is big, bigger, biggest, strong, strongest, strongest. What is this? This is comparison, right? Comparative and superlative degree. Okay. So right now, can you all show me 3 things with 3 different sizes or shapes to compare?
Can you see? Or else I'll pick it up. This is tall. This is tall, taller, and tallest.
Yes. Thin, thinner, thinnest, thick, thicker, thickest, small, smaller, smallest, big, bigger, biggest. You can show objects and compare them so that the students can understand. Okay, so with this, we end up our today's session. So, how did you find today's session, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Very nice.
Did you learn something new?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Interesting?
Actually, you have tickled our minds to be little creative.
Yes, that is what.
Then only you deserve the certificate of Jolly Grammar.
Ma'am, can you please repeat what you were saying because my network issue was there.
I was just taking the feedback for today.
Okay, so it was good, ma'am.
Very
Thank you.
nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So
Thank
hope you all enjoyed. See you all day after tomorrow. Tomorrow
Will
we
you
have
share this PPT to us in the group?
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Ma'am, I
Ma'am,
would like
Friday-
to have the PPTs, like I have
Please
not.
WhatsApp me. Okay.
Sure, I'll do that.
Day 3 video, you will send it.
I have
Ma'am, on
shared.
Friday there will be class.
You have shared already.
I have already shared, but if you were added later, you may not.
That one video link contains all the. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ma'am, on Friday there will be a class.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Monday, Wednesday. Today is Monday, so we will have on Wednesday, then Friday, then Monday, and Wednesday would be the last class. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.